Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99 back on the fight front once again. So this past Saturday, Valentina Shevchenko finally got her hands on the flyweight title with her dominant win over Joanna. It was a unanimous decision. I don't care what anybody says. It wasn't that competitive, and it wasn't that close. If anything, the third round was the most competitive round. But overall, it was just what I could call technical dominance by Valentina. Valentina, like I said in my prediction video, I feel like she just has way too much in her belt to not be able to handle a fighter like Joanna. Besides what she can do in her skills, she already owns 3 wins over in Muay Thai. I don't care who the fighter is, that type of history can still hold a mental effect over the loser in that situation. And after 3 fights like that, and after watching this fight, man, it just goes to show you some fighters have another fighter's number. And I think that they could fight 10 out of 10 times and Valentina would win every time. I think she just has everything that she needs that's tailor-made for a fighter like Valentina. Somebody like Valentina, like I said, could just beat her all the time because she could see everything coming. Sometimes it works out like that. Sometimes a fighter just knows another fighter, or they're just too bigger and they're just too skilled for them. And that's how it was in this fight. It wasn't any type of knockout performance. I didn't really expect that from somebody like Valentina. I think she's just way more rounded. I think she has more power, but she's stronger and bigger. But she really wasn't in there to just showcase that. She just wanted to showcase her skill in this fight for 5 rounds, and she did. I mean, from the first half of the fight, we could see that Valentina and Joanna, there's a big difference. There's a big difference in the striking as far as like what would land. Valentina's power, when she would land them kicks, the power would reel Joanna back. You could see, like, as soon as she hit her with like a side kick right in her body, it would just knock her back. And Joanna wasn't used to anything like that. Even though they fought in the past, fighting at flyweight, it was like a different story. You could see the reaction on Joanna's face. Even in the clinch, when they got to the fence, Joanna trying to fight her with a clinch on the back, her back on the fence. Valentina just, threw her almost like a little like suplex throw. She threw her, man, just ragdolled her that easy. Joanna, she really couldn't get much going besides kind of pawing with quick strikes. Like I said, she is faster, but Valentina is quicker. And, there's a big difference in quickness and speed. Valentina, she's always thinking. She's always thinking and ready to strike, where I think that Joanna is fast with her hands, but her speed is more like blinding speed, where she just kind of lets go, and it's not really calculated like Valentina's moves. And Valentina, what she would do, she would keep good distance to be able to see everything coming. So every time Joanna would rush in with that speed, it's fast, but her standing back and keeping that range, she could see everything, and she could just let off a quick combination and make Joanna pay. And that's like I said, that was the difference between the quickness and the speed. Joanna, she didn't really find a smarter way to use her speed. She couldn't find a way in. She would just kind of go straight in, and whenever Valentina would attack, Joanna would back straight out. She was just a straight in and out fighter in this fight, whereas Valentina kind of stepped back at angles and kind of, like I said, made her pay every time. The third round was probably the most competitive round, I think. Even though Valentina, like I said, she was still doing enough to win. All the way to the end of the fight, I feel like, from the 4th round to the 5th round, just bigger, stronger strikes. Just the 1, 2s, and 3s that Valentina was landing on Joanna. You could see the damage they were doing. I think it was like the 4th round. Joanna got in 1 good head kick, in there, and it kind of set Valentina off. I know it landed good because it made Valentina kind of go on the attack more. She was the kind of fighter, like, if you hit her, she's ready to hit back. And I saw that reaction. Very much a lot of reactions in this fight where you could tell these guys, they have a rivalry. Not like a wild beef or anything like that. Just like I said, like a combat sport. A pretty civil rivalry between these two. But once again, Valentina, she was able to dominate. She was just a more patient fighter, willing to wait for the opportunities to come in. Overall, just put on a pretty, like I said, technical dominant performance. And she's a second flyweight champion, and I feel like she's gonna be the more dominant one now. But from here, man, Valentina, she's in a thriving division. She's got a thriving division ahead of her. But I still feel like with the other fighters in the division, it's going to make for some good fights. But I still see that her skill, that she possesses and the size that the strength that she possesses, it's still gonna be very beneficial to her. You know, she's gonna come out on top of a lot of the fights in this division. She's gonna come out on top, but she's gonna have a lot of good competitive matchups. But I still see her winning a lot of the fights. But you know, like I said, since Jessica Eye screaming out, you know, she's screaming out for a fight, I think that would be the next logical fight to make. You know, it would be a good fight just to put, like I said, Valentina on the map as a champion against somebody who's had, what, 3-4 fights in a row, like I said. But from here, man, Joanna, I think strawweight is where she needs to be. Or who knows, you know, after this fight, after watching the little post-fight, who knows, she might be one to hang it up soon, because she didn't really sound like, you know, she even wanted to speak of fighting right now. So in a moment, you know, maybe she will in a few weeks or months, but like she said, she wanted to go back home with her family in Poland and kind of chill out, which is smart, because, you know, she has been fighting actively even after being knocked out and beat by Rose. You know, she's still been active. But you know, when asked about a rematch, you know, she kind of put it out there that, you know, yeah, she want to go back and kind of chill and think things over. But in my mind, I know that means a hell no to a rematch. You know, for real, because I mean, there was no way. Like I said, this fight was pretty open and shut. Valentina was the dominant winner, and like I said, who would want to be 5-0 now against, you know, somebody? You know, you're already 4-0 against this fighter in combat sports in general. So, you know, Joanna might need to go back down to strawweight, like I said, think things through, because you know, flyweight ain't where she need to be. But yeah, man, congrats to Valentina Shevchenko. You know, she's a new flyweight champion. Like I said, she's gonna be a more dominant champion now than Nico could have been, man. But like I said, man, good fight. Not as competitive as a lot of people. Not close like a lot of people thought. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think. What's next for Valentina from here? Make sure y'all subscribe. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Peace.